beers
Come
without
on,
eyebrows.
beers. Beers without eyebrows.
That's one way to look fierce.
Yes.
Killing.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Fred's Steps. Today we have a very special treat for you. Our pal Jake here is getting his very own drag makeover. As you can see, his eyebrows are completely gone. So first step, we're going good. How does it feel, Jake?
Gross.
Awesome. But this is all thanks to Jimmy Scamacca, so we would like to thank them so much for coming here and doing all this for us. So,
You're welcome.
thank you. Before we gotta get started into the full transformation of Jake, we're going to start off with a few questions. So how long have you been doing drag?
I've been doing drag for about a year and a half now, since October last year.
Awesome. And what got you started in doing all of this?
My boyfriend was really interested in RuPaul's Drag Race, and I already had previous makeup experience, so I was like, you know what, I should just be a drag queen.
Just make the boyfriend happy, I'll just do it.
It's whatever.
Yeah. So when you go into performance, you take on this different persona of Clair Voyant, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So how do you prepare to go into a performance as this persona?
I think that there are like several different stages in like becoming clairvoyant. There's definitely a few hours before that's like preparing myself. Drag is a very strenuous thing, especially like the performance aspect of it, and the heels especially. So I like to get Chinese food, and then like a few hours later I call up my friends and we all like hang out while I do my makeup, and then as time goes on I become a beautiful drag queen.
Awesome. So it's just like hang out and relaxing transition. Cool. It's not like stressed of like, oh, I gotta finish it now and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just...
I have to give myself enough time, otherwise it will be stressed.
Yeah. Can you like see the difference in like a stressed, like rushed makeup than in like, you know, you're just relaxed, chilled back, hanging with friends doing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone else can tell, but I can definitely tell like the quality difference. But whatever.
And just one more thing really quick. So we've been talking how you have a different persona, clairvoyant. Do you definitely like feel like a different person, or is there parts of clairvoyant that are you and all that, or what exactly?
I think that clairvoyant, like all of her character traits live inside of me. That kind of very powerful, like confident person is definitely inside of me, but I do think that she is a completely different entity than myself.
Cool. Awesome. So we'll let you get back to it, and then we'll check it in a little bit. How do you feel about the gender binary? And for those of you who don't know, gender binary is the idea that gender is on this binary that you can only be male or female. There's no other genders, there's no non-genders. That's the idea of the gender binary. Just as if you didn't know.
Well, since I identify like outside of the gender binary, it kind of has a lot of it's been really problematic in my life growing up underneath the like rule of the gender binary, and then having to figure out where I stand on like the full spectrum. Honestly, I think it's like total BS. Because even like people who identify like within the binary, like everyone's gender is different, like no matter who you are.
Exactly. I think that's like what a lot of people are now coming to realize is no one is strictly just identifying as only masculine male. There's definitely parts that you identify with a little bit different outside of the binary. So I think people just need to keep that in mind.
We should just get rid of it somehow.
Yeah,
altogether.
In all
throw
honesty,
it away.
we don't even need it. It's outdated. So many confuse drag with being transgender, and that's not the case really at all. So how would you kind of deal with that, or like, what's your opinion on that?
I think that there are definitely drag queens who are trans. I mean, people on RuPaul's Drag Race have come out as trans on the show. I'm trans and a drag queen, but they're definitely not mutually exclusive. Drag is using gender as a medium for performance, and I think that being trans is something that's like inside of someone and something that they have to deal with outside of the entertainment spectrum that drag is.
Cool. Other than he, him, she, her pronouns, many people identify with different ones. You yourself identify with they, them pronouns. So what was kind of like the process to begin to like find that identifier, or not even so much of a process, like, I don't know, just kind of shed some light on that, because a lot of people don't actually know that other than he, him, and she, her, there are multiple other different pronouns that people go by.
For me, something that was really important was just being asked, what pronouns do you prefer? Which is something that no one had asked me before last semester. But that got me thinking, just like, maybe I don't want those pronouns, or I don't identify as male. And I think even if you are like a cisgender person, it's like okay to be like, yo, like, what are your pronouns? Like, it's just respectful to everyone, because you shouldn't be assuming anyone's identity.
Yeah, exactly. Just make everyone else happy. We all live in here together. Why make it difficult for other people? It's stupid. Alright. But thank you very much. We'll actually have you finish on up now, but yeah. And we'll check back in when Jake is all done and completed. Finished masterpiece. You look beautiful, my darling. What is your name?
Crayola Voyant.
Voyant.
Crayola
Voyant.
Crayola Voyant.
Beautiful. You've never looked beautiful. If I was a straight man,
You've never looked
all
beautiful.
over that. You've never looked beautiful.
You're not wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, bro.
It's okay. Alright. Well, thank you so much, Jimmy, for doing this amazing makeover. Thank you, Jake, for letting us do this amazing makeover to you. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure to click the like button down below and the subscribe button, because we are putting out videos every single week. And until then, stay sexy, y'all.